Here's a quick review of Crow Country. Probably one of the better indie games I've played in a long time, especially in the horror genre. The game is a really good modern throwback to Resident Evil survival horror style gameplay and graphics, while also having a unique look to the characters and world of the game. The character designs are pretty adorable, especially the cute bell owl that's used in one of the puzzles with his adorable little hoots. And the lighthearted, playful dialogue really adds a lot of charm to the game. The game's story follows Mara Forrest, who's a special agent sent to this theme park to find the owner and founder, Edward Crow. The story starts out simple, but as the game progresses, more twists and turns are revealed about the plot that I won't spoil now. Though I will say, the story gets more and more interesting the deeper into it you go. The theme park the game takes place in is divided into four main areas: the Haunted Hilltop, Ocean Kingdom, Fairy Tale Town, and at the center of all of it, the main hub, Crow Country. And there are also plenty of off-limit places, including an underground area. The game has tank controls on the D-pad, which of course is the traditional way most old-school survival horror games were played, or you can use the left stick for more modern controls. It takes a little bit to get used to the running, since the areas are so tiny, and she runs so fast, so it's kind of hard at first to finagle your way around enemies. But it's really not that hard, and after probably an hour or less, I was avoiding most enemies with ease. The shooting is somewhat awkward at first, but pretty easy to get the hang of. Probably within the first hour. It's free aim shooting, but you also have to utilize the camera rotation to get the correct angle to get your target in the crosshairs accurately, which makes for some very precise shooting once you understand how it works. Also, like all the old survival horror classics, you have to stand in place while you aim and shoot. There's no movement at all. You really have to make sure you have enough space between you and your enemy, so you'll have enough time to stand there, aim, and fire before it can reach you. There are lots of creative and creepy monsters throughout the game. They get more bizarre looking and monstrous, which is also part of the plot. So there's an actual story reason for the enemies gradually decaying and looking the way they do throughout the game. Plus, there's lots of traps that start getting set up all over the park that you have to look out for, as well as several different mini boss fights. The puzzles in this game are pretty perfect, honestly. Just the perfect difficulty balance. Not too hard, I had to look anything up, but not too easy. Usually taking me a few minutes to figure most of them out, leaving me with many aha moments as I finally solve them. The only real criticisms I have of the game are it's just a little too easy, but recently there has been an update adding a hard mode, so hopefully that will give the game the boost in difficulty that it needs. I don't consider it a huge complaint though, because easy or not, the game is just still so much fun and still so spooky and atmospheric. I only died once in the whole game, and it was pretty much just me being dumb and activating a very obvious trap that the game even warned me about several times, but I just kind of wanted to see exactly what it did for myself. The only other issue I had was the finale of the game feels a little rushed, and by the end, I was just a little unsatisfied. And not by the story. The story has a decent ending, but I just felt the final area could have been a little more fleshed out, gameplay and puzzle wise. It's really not a huge complaint, more of a nitpick. And though there are a few unlockables after you beat the game and get your final overall score, there's not too much left to do besides playing it on another difficulty or replaying it with the unlockables you get. Though for the price, you get a good bang for your buck. I spent a little more than 9 hours in total playing it, and I haven't even played it on hard mode or unlocked all the extras. Another big highlight of this game is the score and the ambience. It really does a lot of the heavy lifting for the atmosphere, and it's honestly the most intimidating part of the game. Because though it is cutesy most of the time, with the way the characters look and other aspects. Walking into a room and then hearing the score change to a disturbing ambience really brings a lot of unsettling moments throughout the game. The game is pretty cheap. It's only $19.99 on Steam, which is a great price for this gem. Hopefully SFB Games make another game in the genre or even a sequel. If you like what you've seen and heard, definitely check out Crow Country.